climate change. The subjects we are going to talk about are global warming and greenhouse effect. These are caused because people are not conscious about the effects of the products they use, and we are going to change that.
I have trash cans that are separated in organic, aluminium, inorganic, and PET. And they separate trash so it could be recycled or reused because not all trash is used. Like, for example, organic trash can be used again, but inorganic can't.
Talk about greenhouse effect. Some of the sunlight that becomes to the earth hit the earth and became heat, but some get reflected. But some with the greenhouse effect that is of CO2, due that the heat stay in the earth and that warms the planet.
Well, there are different causes and consequences of the global warming, but a consequence is that uh, sooner or later it's going to melt the entire polar caskets, and that is going to increase the ocean level.
One solution, as we already mentioned, is to separate trash. And we showed you how different trash cans can separate trash and help you reduce the greenhouse effect that Earth is suffering.
Consume less. The easiest way to cut back on greenhouse gas emissions is simply to buy less stuff.
And now we are going to talk about global warming. Global warming is primarily a problem of too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which acts as a blanket, trapping heat and warming the planet. As we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas for energy, or cut down and burn forests to create pastures and plantations, carbon accumulates and overloads our atmosphere. Certain waste management and agricultural practices aggravate the problem by releasing other potent global warming gases, such as methane and nitrous oxide. Here we have some global warming solutions. These 5 steps plan will repower, refuel, and rebuild our world. Number 1 says, set limits on global warming pollutions. This means that we have to be conscious about everything we are doing to our planet. Number 2 says, invest in green jobs and clean energy. This means that we have to stop using the same light bulbs or the same energy resources like the same gasoline that emits a lot of carbon dioxide. Number 3, drive smarter cars. Nowadays we have the technology that creates a lot of cars that they don't use gasoline, instead they use electric energy. Number 4, create green homes and buildings. This means that we have to use recycled things to create new homes and new buildings instead of the normal concrete buildings to make it friendlier to the environment. And finally, number 5 is to stop using the same products that create a lot of global warming and also contribute to create a greenhouse effect. And it ain't hard to follow these steps, and with these steps, we're gonna make a better world. If we keep going the way we are going, we're going to end with our world. A consequence of the global warming is going to be the water patterns, and we are living it today because it's hotter than it was like a decade ago, and we're going to suffer with that because we will not stand a lot of climate change. And another problem is going to be the health because humans will not stand all the pollution that is going to be in the atmosphere and all the heat waves, and it's going to be terrible for humankind. And as the same as humankind, the wildlife is going to suffer a lot because they are not going to adapt. Maybe they will, but not all. So we are not killing us, but killing the wildlife. And the sea levels are going to increase because we are melting the polar caskets, and that will create a lot of like floods and a lot of hurricanes, and it's going to be disastrous for our kind.
You
You
can
can
make
make
the
the
difference.
difference.